Right, welcome back to the next video, guys. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to get the hero to go to a certain point on the level and then collide with an object, and that collision is our indicator that we want him to go to the next level, like to complete this level 1 and go to level 2. So what I'm going to do to make that happen is I'm going to start renaming things. So one, I go onto main layout, right click, and I say rename, and I call that level 1. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate that level to make my level 2. So I right click on that and I say duplicate. Now I've got level 2, so you'll notice that it picked up on the name immediately. So what I want to do now is I want to put something on level 1, so make sure you are on level 1, that you can collide with. So in this case, I'm just going to grab from my game template folder this well done sign. This could be anything. It could be a door, it could be a treasure chest, etc., etc. And then I'm just going to resize this. Now, if I want to keep the proportions, I click and I hold in the shift button and then I drag it so it keeps it in the same orientation and the same proportions. If I click off it, I want to just name that one. Let's call that one, because it's a sprite, SPR level 1 done. And that's my name for that object. Now, I'm going to run when the hero collides with that object. I need to obviously move him on to level 2. Two problems. If I click on that, you'll notice that that sits on level score. Don't want that, because if I play it, it will move along. So I need to change that to layer 0. While we're at it, instead of calling it 0, let's rename that. Right click, rename, and call that main. So that's the main part of it, and that's the score part of it. So we've moved that onto the main layer. Now the second thing I need to do to it is I need to make that solid, because if it's not solid, then you can't collide with it. So behavior for that object, and add a new one and just make it solid. And that's it. Now the hero can collide with the object. Now if I code the code that sits behind it, main event, go right to the bottom, and now I'm going to say add an event, and I want when the hero, and then I choose on collision with another object, that one, and which object. In this case I've called it SPR level 1, and you can see why I use that file naming convention, is then all my sprites are going to sit together. So when it collides with that, I go OK and done. Now what happens when you collide? So when the hero collides with that, what should happen? In this case, we just wanted to go to level 2. So add an action, system, type go to the layout and go to level 2 and done. So if we run that now, it'll arrive on level 2. However, how can I tell that I'm not still on level 1? I'm going to go to level 2, double click to launch that, and in this case I'm just going to delete that one heart. So on my level 1 there's a heart, on my level 2 there is no heart. So if I run my level 1 now to test it, let's see how that works. So I run all the way through, and now there you can see why I've got so many lives, because I make mistakes. If I now touch that, doom, you can see that this heart is gone, so that means now I'm in level 2. Now you could tidy this up quite nicely. You can have a level, you can, a name at the top that goes welcome to level 2. You could have a transition screen that announces level completed, next level, get ready, loading, and then go there and then wait a couple of seconds. So that's how we add an object that we can collide with into our scene. Cool. The next video that we're going to be doing is similar to this. The only difference is we're going to make a menu. So when you arrive on the menu, you can choose to go to level 1 or level 2. So see you in the next video.